This is Fluency Module 5, Lesson 9, and we're going to start off with just a couple of practice problems looking at our numbers in unit form, and we're going to put them into standard form and solve what they've asked us to solve. So we've got 532 thousands and 367 ones plus 423 thousands, 142 ones. I want you to pause if you need to, otherwise come along with me. We're going to write these in standard form, and then we're going to solve. So we're going to start with 532 thousands, 367 ones. And we've got 423 thousands, 142 ones. And we are going to add those together. So we'll start in our ones column, and we've got 7 and 2. We've got 9 ones. 6 and 4 in our tens. 6 plus 4 is 10 tens. So one of those tens is going to go over that 100. 3 plus 1 is 2 plus 1. I'm sorry, 3 plus 1 is 4. 3 plus 1 is not 2. 3 plus 1 is 4 plus 1 is 5. And then in our thousands, we have 2 thousands plus 3 thousands. So we've got 5, 3 10,000s, and 2 10,000s, which is also 5. And then in our 100,000s, we have 9 and 5 and 4. And so our answer in the end is 955,509. Looking at the next one, we're going to do the same thing. 916,451s minus this time, so we're subtracting 615,137 ones. So let's go ahead and write those in standard form first. So we have 916,450 and we are going to subtract from that 615,137 ones. All right, so I start over here in my ones column, and I'm looking, I have 0 ones minus 7 ones. So I clearly do not have enough ones. So we're going to take one of the tens from our 5 tens. We'll leave that with 4 tens. And now we have 1 10. So 10 minus 7 is 3. 4 tens minus 3 tens is 1 10. 4 hundreds minus 100 is 3 hundreds. 6 thousands minus 5 thousands leaves us with 1,000. And 1 10,000 minus 1 10,000 is 0 10,000s. And 900,000s minus 600,000s leaves us with 3. Now, just as a reminder for those of you who are really good about checking your work, we're going to check our work. So the way that we check our work is to add these bottom two numbers, and we're going to hope to equal the original number that we subtracted from. So, by the way, when we subtract, what are we looking for? We're looking for the difference. So, now we're going to get the sum. We're going to add these together. 7 and 3 gives us 10. 1 and 3 is 4 plus 1 is 5. That gives us 5 here. 1 and 3 is 4. 5 and 1 is 6. 1 and 0, 1. 6 and 3, 9. 916,450, and that is what we started off with. So that is, we did it right. Okay, let's look at that next page. We're back to our familiar things, but this time we're not being asked to make a model at this point. So say the unit fraction, which is 1/2, and then what are we going to multiply that by to make an equivalent fraction? They've already done the top. So 1 times what number is equal to 2? Well, 1 times 2. If I do a 2 on the top, I have to multiply by the same number on the bottom. So 2 times 2 is 4. Remember, what happens on the top has to happen on the bottom. 1/3, and we're going to multiply by what? We know that we look at it, and we've got 1/3 for our denominator, 3 for our denominator, and that moves to a 6. So we are going to, 3 times what is 6? Well, 3 times 2 is 6. If I multiply by 2 on the bottom, I have to multiply by 2 on the top, because this fraction, 2 over 2, is equivalent to 1. And any number times 1 is that same number. So we are making an equivalent number here. So 1 times 2 is 2. So 1/3 is equivalent to 2/6. 1/4 And we need to figure out, well, what are we going to multiply by to make an equivalent fraction? They've given us the numerator, and 1 is our original numerator, so 1 times what number is equal to 4? Hopefully you knew right away that that was 4. If I multiply by 4 on the top, I need to do that same thing on the bottom, because again, that is equivalent to 1. So 4 times 4 is 16. So 1/4 is equivalent to 4/16. All right, we're going to do it again. Look at this. I want you to try to do it on your own first. So pause the video, do it on your own, come back and see if you did it right. Okay, we've got 1/5 as our unit fraction. We're going to multiply it by something, and we see that our denominator is going to equal 15. So I need to look at my original denominator, 5, and think 5 times what is going to equal 15? Well, I know that 5 times 3 is 15. I also know that if I multiply by 3 on the bottom, I have to multiply by 3 on the top. So 1 times 3 is 3. So my equivalent fractions are 1/5 is equivalent to 3/15. All right, last one that we're going to look at, we're going to say the fraction. This time we're going to make a model and draw out the horizontal dotted line to see if we can find the equivalent fraction. So we're going back to what we knew in the beginning. We started with 2/3. So pause the video if you need to make your 2/3. And we are going to shade 2/3. And we need to draw a horizontal dotted line to find the equivalent fraction. So right now we have 1, 2, 3 parts, just 3. So we're going to go ahead and draw that equivalent fraction. We're going to draw our horizontal line. And now instead of 3 parts, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which is what we have on the bottom of our fraction right there. That's our denominator. So now we divide it into 6 parts. And if I count, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 parts that are shaded. So that tells me that 2/3 is equivalent to 3/6. What did I multiply by to get there? Well, it looks like I multiplied by 2, because 2 times 2 is 4, 3 times 2 is 6. Good work. You have reached the end of our fluency for today.